We welcome you live to the Jack Manley Wellness and Athletic Center here on the Catonsville campus at the Community College of Baltimore County as we are getting set for men's basketball action as the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals take on the Catamounts of WVU Potomac State College. Hello folks, this is Isaac Donsky here, ready to bring you all of the action in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Game 1, for those of you who didn't get to tune in, saw the Lady Cardinals fall 90-84 to the Catamounts. Hopefully the Cardinals can get a little better result here in game number 2. Catonsville comes into today's game 9-12 on the season, 2-4 in conference play. It's been a roller coaster ride of the year, according to head coach Great White. They're coming off an 80-70 loss to PG County, but they did find success by winning the Randy Gregory tournament 2 weekends ago here at Catonsville by sweeping the tournament and defeating Kingsman Academy to take the top prize. Leading the way for the Cardinals has been the sharpshooter Jalen Yates, a fantastic three-point shooter who leads the team in scoring, averaging 14.3 points per game. Some other key players to look out for is the floor general, Keith Bullock Jr., always a factor. And, of course, there is Christopher C.J. Johnson, a monster in the paint and one of the best rebounders for the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Catamounts, they're hoping to just get this season over with. 4-15 on the year, 1-3 in conference play. They're coming off a close-fought 79-72 loss to Hagerstown, but that game could have gone either way. They're trying to end a 6-game losing streak that started at the beginning of this calendar year. And for this team, they have really been led by Julian Johnson, who averages 23.7 points per game. He has been one of the few stars for this Catamounts team that's looking to just finish this season on a high note after what's essentially been a lost season. Let's take a look at the starters for today's game, and we're going to start things off with the starters from the visiting Catamounts. Here's who will be taking the floor for them. Starting at guard will be a sophomore from Beckley, West Virginia. Number 3, Richard Law. Starting at guard, a freshman from Martinsburg, West Virginia. Number 4, Camarian Dow. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. Number 5, Julian Johnson. Starting at guard, a freshman from Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. Number 14, Gavin Barkley. And starting at guard, a freshman from Martinsburg, West Virginia. Number 23, Jaron Adkins. The Catamounts are led by head coach Ryan Streets and assistant coaches Matthew Liller, Maurice Newby, and Brady Folk. Meanwhile, for the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals, here's their starting lineup. Starting at forward will be a sophomore from Nassau, Bahamas, number 0, Christopher C.J. Johnson. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Washington, D.C., number 1, Keith Bullock Jr. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Randallstown, Maryland, number 15, Austin Smith. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Owings Mills, Maryland, number 23, Maurice Smith. And starting at guard, a sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, number 25, Jalen Yates. Cardinals are led by the man with the coolest name in coaching, head coach Great White, and assistant coaches Damian Brockington, Jarvis Thomas, Dewan Elamine, Albert Hawley, Isaiah McCray, and Anthony Good. We'll be back in about 4 minutes for the start of today's game. So we're all set to get underway here. Potomac State, all blue, yellow numbers, white trim. Catonsville, home whites, red numbers, black trim. CJ tips it off to Bullock, and we're underway here for game 2 of our doubleheader. We don't have live stats at the moment as Bullock gets a wide open look and scores. We'll try our best to bring you the info as soon as we can get that up and running. This is Kamarian Dow on the response. He gives it to Adkins. Adkins finds Law. Law has it stolen by Bullock. Bullock off to a hot start, and he finishes with a swish. And Keith Bullock Jr., the floor general, getting off to a great start here. He missed a big chunk of time earlier this season due to injury. Same with earlier this month, but he's come back and made his presence known for the Cardinals. Catamounts looking to respond as Dow goes down awkwardly on his knee. Hopefully he's okay. Adkins hands it back off to Dow. Dow looking for an opening, as a foul is going to be called here. Fouls on Austin Smith. That's going to be his first and the team's first. So Catamounts with 20 seconds of the shot clock will get another chance. Oh, and Austin Smith makes a big mistake there as he plows over Adkins. That's his second foul in quick succession, as Jonathan Chester is going to get pulled into the game to replace Austin Smith. And this is big reaction there from the bench, seeing Chester get checked into this game. Chester, one of these very tough young freshmen, always a player you got to look out for. Adkins gets it back to Dow. Dow hands it off to Law. Law back to Dow. 7 seconds, 6 on the shot clock. Shot will go. Bullock with the rebound. Oh, Johnson steals it, puts it up and scores. Good play there by Potomac State. That's Julian Johnson, hometown kid coming out of Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of the Monteverde Academy. Now Bullock trying to respond for the Cardinals. He's got Reese. Here's Johnson. CJ pushes into the paint, won't go. Chester tips it up into the hands of Bullock. Great play there. No look pass to Reese. Reese gets it to CJ. CJ again puts it up and in. CJ with the big romance finish there. CJ had an incredible tournament during the Randy Gregory Classic last time we were here live on the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals Network. Good to see him picking up where he left off. Dow gets it to Barkley. Back to Dow. Dow gets it into Johnson, who puts up a shot, but it's blocked by Chester. Great play there by Jonathan Chester to get the block. Cardinals trying to respond. Bullock, deep jumper, and he's already making his presence felt. It's 8-2 early. Johnson can't corral that pass. Goes out of bounds. Cardinals will get it back. Here's Yates. Has it knocked out of his hand by Adkins. Possession will stay with the Cardinals. Bullock will inbounds for Catonsville. He gets it to Yates. Got to be careful. And Yates passes it off of the shins of Adkins. They're going to call Adkins for a foul there. That would be his first, and the first for the Cardinals. Excuse me, the Catamounts. Made the same mistake during the women's game. I kept calling the Cardinals the Catamounts, and the Catamounts the Cardinals. Bullock inbounds it to CJ. CJ trying to push his way towards the basket. Finds Reese wide open. Won't go. Bounced up. Try to grab the rebound. CJ's able to get it. He tries to toss it into Chester, but it's tipped out of bounds off of Chester's arm. And possession will go to Potomac State. We have an excellent crowd here today. Good contingents for both Catonsville and Potomac State. Like in the women's game, Potomac State travels well. Shout out to their fans. Good to see so many who have showed up, especially on a weeknight. Johnson charges the basket, and a charge is called. Too much force on that run to the basket, and he'll get called for a foul there. Second foul of the game so far for this Catamounts team, and that's the first for Julian Johnson. Reese calling out plays. Looking for an opening. He hands it off to Bullock. Bullock steps back, puts up a three. Oh, knocks it down! Keith Bullock Jr. off to a hot start. Again, we don't have live stats available at the moment. Great start to this game. Here's Adkins for three. Won't go. Big rebound there for Chester. He gets it to Bullock. Bullock fighting, puts up a shot, won't go. And a foul is called, and he should go to the line to shoot. Cardinals have won 4 of their last 5 games. They could have won 5 straight had they not lost by 3 points to Prince George's Community College. It's a close game for them. It's been a roller coaster year for the Cardinals, but they have started to turn it around here in this second half of the season. They dropped their first 2 games in January, but then went on a hot streak. Bullock makes his second, makes it 12-2. Barkley can't connect on a 3. Rebound taken by the Cardinals. Chester puts up a shot. Got it! Jonathan Chester makes it 14-12, and the Cardinals are just rolling here. This Potomac State school, again, they've had a very difficult season. Just 4 wins on the year, winless in conference play. Adkins finds Barkley. Barkley finds Law. Law looking for an opening. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Rao tries to get to Johnson. Johnson, 1 second left, finally puts up a shot and scores. That makes the deficit 10. It's 14-4 as Chester gets that wide open pass. Finds Reese. Reese finds Bullock. Bullock Yates in the corner for 3. Knocks it down. And this Cardinals team is rolling. They're up 17-4 as Jalen Yates, the leading scorer for the Cardinals. I like to call him the sharpshooter. He is deadly from 3-point range. And remember the excitement last year as Adkins puts up a 3 and misses there. Remember the excitement last year when Yates, who was a freshman at the time, erupted and emerged as a major 3-point scorer for the Cardinals. They had a prolific scorer on the team last year. But Yates quickly established that he would be the next big scorer for the Cardinals. Now he goes with the pass to Bullock. As Bullock misses the 3 there, can't connect. That scorer, by the way, whose name escaped me for a second, was not trying to embarrass myself. That scorer was Joaquin Gonzalez. As a timeout called by Potomac State, they need it. They trail 17-14 here early. We're nearly halfway through this first half, and the Cardinals are erupting. That being said, back in the women's game, we said that about the Cardinals early. That game ended up being a lot closer than expected. So a timeout called on the floor. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Back underway we go. 17-4 the score. Catamounts looking for something, anything to get started here. Barkley guarded by Bullock. Here's a shot and a score there. Good play by Richard Law. Yates for three. Won't go. Chester snipes the rebound. Oh, he can't get the rebound. Instead, he accidentally dishes it out to Law. Wrong team. Barkley pushes in and scores. And a foul is going to be called there. The Catonsville bench wants a charge called. They're not going to get it. Gavin Barkley will shoot one for the Catamounts. And he'll make it. 17-9 the score now, as the Catamounts try to forge a comeback here as they trail by 8. Yates, Bullock, Reese. Back to Bullock. Bullock gets it back to Reese, who instead gets it to CJ. CJ puts it up and in. Cardinals back to a 10-point lead, 19-9. Boy, this Catonsville team, they have looked awesome over the last couple of weeks. And they're continuing it tonight. Law trying to break free from Yates. Goes for the pass, gets it to Johnson. As a foul is called, as both CJ and Bullock stuck their hands in there. We'll see who the foul is on. It's on CJ. That's his first. Team's fourth. Barkley pushes in, puts up a shot, won't go. Rebound taken by the Cardinals. Bullock had to do some nifty work there. Nice pass, gets it to Chester. Foul called. The foul was against Adkins. That's his second. As Chester will go to shoot two. Got his first. As entering the game now for the Catamounts, number 20, Simon Valanderai, freshman guard from Germantown, Maryland. Meanwhile, entering the game for the Cardinals comes Iru Pettis, the freshman guard out of Randallstown, Maryland, and Darian Jones, number 50, a rookie this semester, freshman guard hailing from Baltimore, Maryland, a new addition to the roster for this Cardinals team. And he has looked very good in his few games that he's played so far. Also entering the game for the Cardinals is freshman forward number 30, Caleb Gray from Washington, D.C., who actually was a starter to start the year off. There's CJ trying to get the steal, and he stepped out of bounds. CJ steps out, so possession back to the Catamounts. Here's Rowe. And so wide open Valanderai for three, and he knocks it down. Into double digits for the first time tonight go the Catamounts. 21-12 is the score in favor of Catonsville. CJ goes back to Bullock. Bullock puts up a shot, won't go. Jones trying to snatch the rebound. He's got it. Gets it to Pettis. Pettis puts it up, won't go in. Tries to get his own rebound. Won't go. Gets his own rebound again. Now he's got it. Iru Pettis took up three tries, but he's finally able to get it in and extend the lead. 23-12. Barkley trying to get around Bullock. Finds Rowe. Rowe for three. Excuse me, Dow. I was saying it wrong. Demarion Dow with the big three there. Makes it 23-15. Catonsville trying to respond. Here's Bullock. Passes it out to Jones. Jones for three. Won't go. And the rebound sails out of bounds, so possession will go to the Catamounts. Johnson having it stripped away from him, a fight for the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Catamounts will keep possession, but good defensive stand there by the Cardinals. Managed to shave some time off of the shot clock, too. Down to 21 seconds. Jones inbounds it to Barkley. Barkley gets it to Valandri, won't go. There's a fight for the ball, and Johnson puts up a shot as he's fouled. The foul's going to be on Caleb Gray, his first, team's fifth. Basket counts, it will be one shot for Julian Johnson. Johnson knocks down that free throw, makes it 23-18. This is the closest that the Catamounts have been all night. Nice fake pass there by Bullock. Gets it back to Pettis. Tries to get Jones up for a pick. Looks for an opening. Finds Pettis again. Now Pettis goes to Gray. Gray back to Bullock. Bullock to Pettis in the middle. Oh, almost worked, but too much power by Pettis. Would have been a perfect play there by the Cardinals. Here's Barkley. Finds Rowe. Dow. Valandri, Barkley, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Barkley trying to push his way up. Finds Dow. Dow gets it to Johnson, blocked by CJ. Another block. Great stand by the Cardinals. Johnson's got another chance, and CJ's got to foul him. It's the only way. That would be CJ's second. Thanks to those fouls, this game is getting a little more closer than expected here for the Cardinals. That's CJ's second, and it will send Johnson to the line to shoot two. Johnson makes his first as entering the game for the Cardinals. Comes Kurt Smith Jr., freshman guard out of Washington, D.C., and Chisatiro Para, freshman forward from Largo, Maryland. Junior finds Bullock. Bullock to Opara. Chiz trying to push his way in, but he stepped out of bounds, and possession will go back to the Catamounts. They trail by 3, by the way. Same situation that happened in the women's game. Cardinals jumped out to an early lead, started making mistakes. Catamounts took advantage. Is Lightning going to strike twice here for Potomac State? Did for their women's team. They got a much-needed win to push them above 500. Law looking for an opening. Finds Dow. Dow. Law for 3. Off the rim. Rebound bounced around and taken by Reese. Reese now going for a wide open Pettis. He got a hand on it, but he can't corral it. It's going to make it 23-30. Catamounts back on the attack. Blocked by the Cardinals. Bullock on the response. Chiz puts it up, won't go in. Carlos Green, who's checked into the game, tried to get it. He can't get it either. Rebound taken by Dow, but a good defensive stand there by the Cardinals. Green tips it up. Reese tips it up. Somebody grabbed that ball. It's Valandri. But the Cardinals ultimately get the steal, and Bullock stops. Is like, let's everybody get a breather here. Bullock, Reese, Junior trying to push in. and a traveling violation called against Bullock. Good D by Reese trying to keep it up. Oh, they've gotten Law into a pickle yet to make a play there. Valandri for the corner for three. Won't go. Chiz with the rebound, hands it to Reese, and a good stop by the Cardinals. Bullock. I'm going to assume Bullock thought that the ref was one of his players. He saw the white and got a bit confused there as he tosses it out of bounds by mistake. Miscommunication by the Cardinals as entering the game for Potomac State comes number 30, Vito Amoruso. Valandri with the rebound on that off that shot. Gets it to Law. Law gets it to Dow. Dow gets it to Amoruso. Amoruso puts up a shot and got it in. How about that for the freshman Vito Amoruso? It's a fun name to say. Here's Reese, back to Bullock. 23-22, 1 point lead for the Cardinals. They have to get a stop here. Carlos Green for three. Oh, he knocks it down. Carlos Green with a big-time three, and that gets a big cheer from the crowd. Carlos Green's got D1 experience. He was at Mount St. Mary's before coming to Catonsville. Showing some of that D1 flash here. That being said, even though this is NJCAA level, the action is just as awesome as it would be over at D1. Take that into account. Here's Dow. Good defense by Junior. Great D by Junior as he forces a mistake. Dow knocks it out of bounds. And the Cardinals with a big-time stop as Chester re-enters the game for the Cardinals, replacing Chiz. Catonsville starting to heat up here. We got about 6 minutes to go in this first half. It's a close one. Cardinals are up 26-22. Low scoring so far, at least, as Bullock's going to play some strategy here and just let the ball roll out to conserve some time. Bullock looking for an opening. He finds Green. Green back to Bullock. Bullock for three. Not close enough. Chester tries a bit of a spinning motion to try and get the rebound, and he's knocked to the ground. Here's Johnson on the response. Spins, puts it up. A foul is going to be called, though. The foul is on Maurice. That is his second, and he's arguing it with the ref. I advise the Cardinals to be a bit careful here. If those of you who are watching the women's game remember, the Cardinals player Anna Thomas got thrown out for a technical foul. She was trying to argue her case to the ref. Apparently the referee didn't take too kindly to that and tossed her out of the game. Well, didn't toss her out. She had her fifth, gave her a technical foul. Depends on the refs, though, so we'll leave it at that. Johnson makes one of two, so it's 26-23. Still a 3-point lead for the Cardinals. They have looked great so far in this one. Reese directing traffic. He finds Green. Yates, corner, three, no. Bounces off the corner. And Valandri is able to secure the rebound. Valandri gets it to Dow. Dow finds Law for three. He bounces off the corner, and Reese is there for the rebound. Reese coming up the court, trying to go coast to coast. He finds Chester. Chester, oh, he misses the dunk. Reese is able to get the rebound, and he's fouled. Oh, it's a frustrating situation there for Jonathan Chester. He had a wide open dunk, but just missed it. I apologize. A wide open dunk. I said a duck. Wide open dunk. Reese misses his first. Barkley re-entering the game now as he replaces Dow. Reese has got 2. 27-23 is the score. Catamounts trying to respond. Amoruso finds Barkley. Barkley gets it to Law. Law pulls up. Jumper. Got it. Makes it a 2-point game, 27-25. Got about 5 minutes to go here in this first half. It's Reese. Hands it off to Chester. Chester puts it up. Oh, it's blocked by Amoruso. Clean play, too. Law double teamed. Rough pass to Barkley. And thankfully, nothing went over on our broadcast table as it went out of bounds. Barkley wasn't able to chase it down in time. I'm giving me and the cameraman a heart attack over here, but we're okay. Cardinals on the response. Yates pulls back for the 3. Oh, he hits it! With 9 seconds on the shot clock, Jalen Yates with another big 3. It pushes the lead to 30-25. I was beginning to worry if anybody would hit 30 so far in this game, but Yates has got it. And there's a 2 there by Law, deep 2. Refs have to clarify it to the bench. Reese pulls up for the jumper. He won't go. Chester tries to swipe the rebound, but ends up knocking it out of bounds. It's been a good night for Chester so far. Again, we don't have live stats open for this game, so I can't bring you exactly what's happening. We're trying our best, though. Valandri with 3. Won't go. Reese with the rebound. Reese finds Carlos. Carlos pushes in, puts it up, and scores! Carlos Green with an impressive play there. You know, Carlos, he had an amazing debut for the Cardinals in their season opener against Harcum, an electric opening. Kind of quiet for much of the fall and winter, but as we've gotten into the second half of the season, he's started to heat up. He had a couple of big performances during the Randy Gregory tournament, and he's also emerged as a very good defensive player. Hard to score when you got Carlos guarding you. Junior finds Yates. Yates for 3. Oh, bounce, won't go. And a foul is called in the backcourt. Front court, excuse me. The foul's on Amoruso, his first, team 6th, as Bullock re-enters the game, replacing Junior. Inbounds pass goes to Carlos. The corner from 3. Oh! Carlos Green! Wow, what a 3. Makes it 35-27. The Cardinals offense is starting to roll again. So is the defense. Look at that. They've boxed in and they get a steal off of Johnson. Bullock with a great play. Bullock, Carlos, steps back, thinks about a 3. Goes back to Bullock. Oh, bad pass. It's picked off by Law. Law with the interception. Now charging up the court, trying to get around Reese. There's a collision. Charge is called against Richard Law. Got ahead of myself there. That's his first, and the momentum continues to be on the Cardinals' side. 2.5 minutes to go in this first half. Cardinals rolling. Bullock goes to Carlos, back to Bullock. Bullock tries to, oh, he tried to get it to Chester. Chester could hang on to it. And Maruso with the steal. Flips it to Barkley. Barkley carrying it up court. Halts, waits, 2 minutes to go in the first. Catamounts try to respond, and they will. Johnson knocks down that jumper. 35-29. Bullock comes screaming in, won't go. Flange drive for three. Won't go. Oh, and a foul is called there, and Bullock can't believe it. The foul, it looks like, is going to be on Maurice Smith. That's his third. It's a shooting foul. Still trying to figure out what exactly happened. As Ira Pettis re-enters the game. This will be 1-1. 1-1 did not go in for Amoruso. He misses. Cardinals on the response. Bullock gets a good pick. Finds Los. Carlos for three. Oh, so close to getting another. Pettis with the rebound. Can't go. Rebound scooped up and it was out of bounds. Possession will go to the Cardinals. Chester exits the game as Pullen, Kaye Pullen that is, enters. Talented young freshman guard out of Baltimore, Maryland, number 11. Off the inbounds pass, Ira Pettis finishes it off. And with a minute to go in the first half, it's 37-29. Johnson trying to put up a shot, Pullen with the block. Amoruso tries to grab the rebound. It's instead grabbed by Bullock, but they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds, so possession should go to the Cardinals. Inbounds pass goes out to Amoruso. Pushes his way in, won't go. Pullen with the rebound. Good play there by Ye. Gets it out to Pettis. Iru finds Carlos. Los for two. Deep two won't go. Barkley with the rebound. 23 seconds to go. Johnson with a chance. He tries to get around Pullen. And Pullen is going to be called for a foul there. That'll be his first with 18 seconds to go. Scores 37-29. And I'm not sure who that was, but somebody on the sideline just compared somebody out there on the court to Ben Simmons. Sir, I'll have you know that is an insult to our player. 37-30. Los, back to Bullock. 10 seconds left, trying to get a buzzer beater. Bullock charging his way in, puts it up, he's fouled. Two shots here for Keith Bullock Jr. They'll miss the first. Remains a 7-point lead for the Cardinals. Bullock can't complete either of them. Amoruso gets it away. 2 seconds left. Law puts up a shot. Oh, so close to beating the buzzer. But that's going to do it for the first half. 37-30 is the score. The Cardinals lead it. It's a close one and a good one. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the start of the second half. Well, good news, folks. We managed to get our live stats to start working here as we are getting set for the second half of what has been a tightly contested game. 37-30 is the score as Catonsville clings on to the lead. Taking a look at the halftime stats. Potomac State with 30 points. They've shot 11 of 28 from the floor, 2 of 11 from three-point range, 6 of 8 in the free throw line. 4 turnovers, 0 points off of turnovers. 13 total rebounds, 3 offensive, 10 defensive, 1 assist, 0 blocks. 2 steals and 7 fouls. They've had 5 bench points, 6 second chance points, 2 points in the paint, no fast break points. Meanwhile for the Cardinals, 37 points, 14 of 31 shooting, 5 of 10 from three-point range, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. They've got 4 turnovers, 3 points off of turnovers, 24 total rebounds, 8 offensive, 16 defensive. They are crushing it in the rebound department. 1 assist, 0 blocks, 2 steals, 10 fouls, 16 bench points, 11 second chance points, 4 points in the paint, and no fast break points. In terms of individual stats, Julian Johnson leads the way in points for the Catamounts with 13. Leading rebounder is Johnson and Richard Law, each have 3. Leading assist has been Vito Amoruso with 1. As for the Cardinals, leading scorer has been Keith Bullock Jr. with 10 points. Leading rebounder has been Maurice Smith with 5, and leading assister has been Reese with 1 as well. But Reese also has 4 fouls. He's in danger of fouling out early in this one. 2 minutes, we'll be back with the start of the second half of what's been a thrilling game so far. We can only hope that it has a thrilling finish. Ready to get back underway here. Final seconds ticking down of this halftime. It's been a fun one so far, folks. We can only hope it continues to be fun. We're just waiting for the Catamounts to get set up so they can head back out onto the court. Here they come. They will start with possession. Here we go. Adkins hands it off to Johnson. Johnson fighting his way, trying to get to the basket, has it stripped. A steal right off the bat. The Cardinals are on the attack. Here's Bullock. Trying to get his way to the basket, won't go. Rebound is taken by Johnson. Now Johnson will find Dow. Dow charges the basket and is fouled, and he'll get an extra shot, it looks like. Fouls on Jalen Yates, his first. Dow keeps it close, 37-33 as he makes his free throw. Quick passes here. Austin Smith has it stripped from his hands. He's able to grab it back, gets it to Carlos. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Los, 2. Oh, knocks it down. They're going to say that was a 3. All right. My vantage point looked like a 2, but I'm not complaining as Carlos Green knocks down that 3, makes it 40-33. Barkley trying to get a floater up there. It's tipped, bounced around, and Austin Smith has the rebound. Bullock trying to push his way in, tries to get it to Austin. Coach White letting Austin Smith hear it there on that mistake. Slipped through his fingers, possession back to the Catamounts. Law pulls up and knocks down that shot. Big shot there. 40-35. Los for 3 again. Takes a bounce and he hit it. His 4th 3 of the night. He's perfect from 3-point range. Carlos Green having a breakout performance here. Barkley for 3. Won't go. Rebound deflected out of bounds. They're going to say that Catonsville touched it last. Possession will stick with the Catamounts. Barkley puts up a floater, won't go. Yates with the rebound. Yates gets it to Bullock. Bullock, Yates. Yates for 3. Big bounce, won't go. Bullock tries to streak in there to try and get the rebound, but instead he knocks it out of bounds. And possession will go to the Catamounts. There's a deep 2 there by Richard Law. Second straight shot he's hit, 43-37. Yates, Bullock, Los. Los back to Bullock, finds CJ, now to Yates. Yates for 3, knocks it down. Jalen Yates with the big 3, his 3rd of the night. Foul is going to be called here on Austin Smith. That's going to be his 3rd. Check that. That was on Carlos Green, his 1st. Catamounts will inbound. Law steps back, finds Atkins. Atkins gets it to Johnson. Johnson pulls back for the jumper, won't go. Bullock with the rebound. Bullock trying to respond, finds Yates. Yates for 3. Oh, won't go. Barkley with the rebound, gets it to Johnson. Johnson finds Law. Law feints a pull up. Atkins in the corner for 3, and he hits it. Makes it a 6-point game, 46-40. With 16 seconds to go. Here's Bullock trying to force his way in, gets it to CJ. CJ back to Bullock. Cardinals are going to reset. Bullock puts it up and in. And a steal and a finish. Wow, what a play by Keith Bullock Jr. Amazing off the rebound. And just like that, the Cardinals are up by 10, 50-40. CJ tries to get the steal, goes out of bounds. Nearly crashes into the scorer's table. A possession will stick with the Catamounts, excuse me. Here's Law. Getting fancy there, trying to get away from Yates. He gets it to Johnson. Johnson, blocked by Austin Smith. What a block. A nasty one, and here's Green trying to respond. He gets it to Yates. Yates backs up, goes to Bullock. Bullock having a hot night. See if he can continue. Bullock. He's going to play it cool here, surveying the territory in front of him. Now Bullock sees an opening, pushes for the open lane, puts it up, and in. Keith Bullock Jr. has scored the Cardinals' last 6 points unassisted. Here's Adkins for three. He knocks it down, and that's going to be a much-needed score there for the Catamounts. 52-43 is the score as timeout is called on the court. Well, folks, if you're looking for an inside look at the world of CCBC Catonsville Athletics and want to get to know your favorite players and coaches and athletic staff on a more personal level, we've got the podcast for you. That's Inside the Nest, the all-new behind-the-scenes podcast of everything CCBC Catonsville. Inside the Nest is going to provide you monthly updates to everything going around in the world of Cardinals athletics. You can get in-depth interviews with some of your favorite players and coaches. You get to find out the inner workings of our athletic programs, and we may be the first to hit you up with some of that late-breaking news about any news stories that come about in the world of CCBC Catonsville Cardinals athletics. That's Inside the Nest, brand new podcast for the Cardinals. All episodes are streaming on YouTube. Links to every individual episode can be found on our official website, ccbccatonsvillecardinals.com. Go ahead and check it out, folks. Inside the Nest, your inside look at the world of CCBC Catonsville Cardinals athletics. Coming in out of this timeout, it's going to be 52-43 is the score as the Cardinals trying to keep the lead going. Keith Bullock Jr. has gone on a tear so far in the second half. He scored the last 6 points for the Cardinals. He's up to 16 points on the night. But keep your eyes on Carlos Green. He's got 14. That would be a career high for him. Excuse me. As Carlos is having his first really great performance since the season opener against Harcum. Carlos finds Bullock. Bullock pulls up for the jumper. Knocks it down. Wow. That's 8 straight points now for Keith Bullock Jr. Catamounts trying to respond. Adkins, he's been hot from 3-point. Won't go. Same team syndrome for the Cardinals. They got to be careful there. Lowe's hands it off to Bullock. Keith looking for an opening. Finds Yates. Yates puts up a shot for 3. He's fouled, though, and he'll go to the line to shoot 3. Three shots here for Jalen Yates. No look on the first. Good trip to the free throw line there for for Jalen Yates. And now a steal by Bullock. Bullock lays it up and in. He's got 20. Law trying to respond with a 3, won't go. Yates with the rebound. He feeds it to Bullock. Bullock finds Reese. Been a quiet night for Maurice. He gets it to Yates. Yates gets it to Los. Los for three. Oh, what a strike there by Carlos Green. His 5th three-pointer of the night. He's perfect from beyond the arch. And the Catamounts call timeout. It's 61-43. Cardinals are starting to pull away big time here. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Catamounts need a response here. They trail by 18 points as we're almost halfway through the second half. Here's Law. Barkley goes to Law. Dow has it stripped by CJ. CJ finds Los for three. Oh, there goes the perfect streak, but Reese is able to grab the rebound and lays it up and in, and Maurice Smith finally coming alive here. He had 1 point prior to that strike. Barkley trying to respond. Here's Adkins for three. Won't go. Reese with the rebound. And he fires it out to Yates. Wide open. Yates lays it up and in, and the Cardinals are now leading by 22. 65-43 is the score. Here's Adkins. Gets it to Johnson. He misses. And Bullock with the rebound. Bullock, wow, what a pass to CJ, and a score, and a foul. Keith Bullock Jr. at this point, he's just having fun out there. This Cardinals team is starting to run away with this game. They lead 67-43. That was a behind-the-back pass by Keith Bullock Jr. What a play. And that's going to send CJ to the line to shoot two. Excuse me, one, shoot one. Got ahead of myself there. CJ is a little short there on the play, makes it 67-43, but CJ's right back where he started. Good defense here. Cardinals trying to get an opening. Here's Johnson trying to slip through, fouls called. Johnson trying to get the response, and he's fouled again. Here's Bullock trying to push his way to the basket. Has it stripped away, but the Cardinals are going to get the ball right back because Vito Amoruso couldn't corral that steal. Cardinals will keep possession. Here's Bullock. Up and in he goes. Keith Bullock's got 22 points now. And Russo puts up a shot, won't go, but the rebound, Johnson is able to score there. We're about halfway through this second half. 10.5 minutes to go, 69-46. Cardinals are on a roll in this game. Here's Reese, Euro stepping his way to a pass out to Yates. Pulls back deep two. Got it. 71-46. Cardinals have dropped 70. Their season high is 89. Johnson lays it up and in. 10 minutes to go, exactly halfway through the second half. Bullock directing traffic, looking for an opening. He is able to get it to Reese. Reese puts up a shot, won't go. Scooped up instead by the Catamounts. Barkley trying to draw a charge as he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. So, folks, here's an answer to a trivia question that you probably have been wondering. What exactly is a catamount? That is the mascot for Potomac State. It's also the mascot for a couple other teams, as we do have a coming in for Potomac State now is going to be number 25, making his first appearance. Number 25, Cole Day, the freshman forward from Franklin, West Virginia, as he's making his first appearance of the game. So I was wondering, what is a catamount? And I found it. Catamount is a regional northeastern North American term for a medium-sized or large wildcat, especially a cougar, as Bullock misses that three. The more you know. Oh, nice play by Bullock to swipe it out of the hands. And CJ with the block. CJ with another block. Cardinals defense coming up big here. They still got to stop the Catamounts. And they will get a stop. A great stand by the Cardinals. Bullock finds Carlos. Loesch won't go. Still a fantastic night for Carlos Green. Dow hits Barkley. Barkley for three. Got it. Julian Johnson, by the way, up to 18 points on the night. Richard Law has 10 for the Catamounts. Potomac State staying in this 71-52. They trail by 19. Pettis looking for an opening. Bad pass intercepted by the Catamounts. Nice move there by Johnson, and he gets tripped up by Reese, and a foul is going to be called. Johnson, oh, Pettis knocks it out of his hands. But a foul was called. Wait, 2 shots here for Johnson, and he knocks down his first. He's got 2. 71-54. Quick foul called here against the Catamounts. 8 minutes to go. Reese surveying the territory in front of him, looking for an opening. Reese puts it up. He was trying to get the alley-oop there to CJ. Couldn't complete it. It goes out of bounds. Here's Cole Day for three. Rolls off the bat. Rolls off of the rim. Bullock on the response. Puts it up. Won't go. Catamounts with the rebound. Or at least they're trying to. Dow has to do some nifty dribbling work there to escape. He gets knocked down. Finds Johnson, and that's a great possession there for Potomac State. Makes it 71-56. Bullock trying to finish, and he's fouled. Bullock makes his first. Bullock is called for a second foul of the day, as that will send Valenderai to the line to shoot two. He's got his first. Cardinals only have two more fouls to give, I should mention. They got both. 73-58. And timeout is called on the floor. With about 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go, it's 73-58. Cardinals lead, and they're going to extend their lead with a great move there by Iru Pettis, making it 75-58. Law knocks down that jumper. It's a 15-point lead for the Cardinals. Their lead has dropped a bit, but they can extend it with some good plays here. Pettis gets to Reese. Reese lays it up and in. And the Cardinals continue to do just what they need to do. Slowly but surely, keeping their lead alive. Here's Barkley. Goes to Day, back to Barkley. Valandri for three, won't go. Bullock with the rebound. Bullock finds Reese. Reese to Pettis. Pettis up, he's fouled. No look on the first for Pettis. Pettis will miss both. Here's Barkley, puts up a floater and scores. Cardinals need a response here. Here's Bullock. Gets it to Reese. Back to Bullock. Traveling violations called against the Cardinals. And a quick response here. A very quick response by the Catamounts. So with 5 minutes to go, it's 77-64. We'll be back. Gray trying to make a move, has it stolen away by Valandri. Potomac State thinking this game isn't over yet. Law misses that three. Gray with the rebound, gets it to Los. Los gets tripped up, but saves the play, gets it to Gray. Gray is fouled as he charges the basket. Here's Caleb Gray for two. He got the first. 78-64. Cardinals are just 11 points away from tying their season high in points. No luck on the second. Couldn't stop by the Cardinals. Pullen, Jones, back to Pullen. Pullen puts it up and in, and Kaye Pullen gives the Cardinals 80 points on the night, 80-64. Quick response here by Johnson as he scores. And now the Cardinals back on the attack. Here's Los, breaks free from the double team, pulls up for the jumper, got it! Carlos Green with an excellent play there. I'll give him 19 points on the night. Here's Dow trying to get around Green, finds Law, back to Dow. Dow for three, won't go. Rebound taken by Los. Carlos Green having a fantastic night. Easily the best night of his college career up to this point. He finds Gray. Gray trying to break into the paint, but has it stolen away by Dow. On the response, Dow, got to watch out. Jones coming in. Gets it to Johnson, who has 24 points on the night already. As a foul is called. Substitutions coming in for the Catamounts as both Adkins and Barkley re-enter the game. Pullen finds Gray. Gray to Pullen. Pullen puts up a floater, won't go. Austin Smith with the rebound, and he's fouled. And with exactly just about 3 minutes to go, Austin Smith will go to the line to shoot two. Smith misses his first. One more for Austin. No luck on that trip for Austin Smith. 82-67 remains the score. No luck on that three. Jones with the rebound. Gets it to Los. Bit of a difficult pass. Carlos breaking through the double team. Keeps it alive. Flips it to Jones. Jones finds Austin Smith. Smith gets it to Gray, who lays it up and in. Makes it 84-67. Austin with the rebound. And going in for the dunk. And Austin Smith puts an exclamation point on the Cardinals. On the Cardinals' performance. Jones is called for a foul. It'll send Johnson to the line to shoot two. Even if Potomac State ends up losing this, they have nothing to be upset about. It will. Well, they do. It will be their 7th loss in a row. But Julian Johnson, 25-point night. Incredible scoring output for him. He is averaging about 24 points per game. Problem is, the team just hasn't been there on defense tonight. Pullen, Jones. Backs up, looks for an opening. Jones is gonna charge in, put up a shot, won't go. Rebound taken by Johnson. Johnson will find Valanderai for three, and he buries it. Makes it 86-73. And shout out to the Potomac State faithful who have shown up here. They are keeping it loud in here, despite their team trailing pretty big. As Jones is fouled, Potomac State wanted a traveling call. They're not going to get it. That'll send Darian Jones to the line to shoot two. Catonsville, by the way, over the foul limit. But still 2 fouls to give is Potomac State. That'll be a swish and a score there for Dow, and he'll go to the line to shoot an extra one as a foul is called. That foul's on Caleb Gray, his second. Timeout called on the floor. We've got a minute and a half to go in this game. It's been a good one. Minute and a half to go here as the Cardinals try to wrap up their victory. They lead by 11 points over Potomac State. A couple scores should officially put this game away. A minute and a half is still a long time in the world of basketball. CJ gets it to Kaye Pullen, who passes it out of bounds. And Pullen's going to be pulled from the game for that one as Bullock enters the contest. Bullock with 24 points easily. He's had one of the best performances of this game. Carlos Green, however, has had a remarkable performance as well. Potomac State lets the ball roll as long as they can to try and save some time. Law puts up a three, won't go. Bullock tries to snipe the rebound, but Johnson gets it instead, and he scores. And Julian Johnson has 30 points. As a foul is now called. It'll be 1-1. We'll see who it was on. It was on Potomac State, and it was on Richard Law. That would be his second. Austin Smith exits the game as Jalen Yates enters. 1-1 for Keith Bullock Jr. He's got his first. Traveling violation is going to call on Barkley there, and that might end any attempted comeback. It's 89-78. The bounce pass goes to CJ. 1 minute to go in regulation. Los gets it to Bullock. Bullock pushes up and in and one. He'll go to the line to shoot one. And if he can make it, this will give the Cardinals their highest point total of the season. Let me just double check right now to make sure that that's good. 67, 44, 70, 80. Yes, it would be their highest point total of the season. And they get it for the first time tonight. CCBC Catonsville Cardinals, for the first time this season, the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals have scored 90 points in a game. And an interception by Reese, and he's going to hold off there. Passes it out to Los. Los gets it to Bullock. Bullock dodges the fouls. He is going to be fouled, and he'll head to the line. 2 shots here for Keith Bullock Jr. as the Catamounts are over the foul limit. (94-78). They actually were going to count that basket, it looks like. So with 40 seconds to go, Catonsville gets a steal. CJ Bullock, alley-oop, he's got it, and CJ puts the exclamation point on the Cardinals' victory, 96-78. Potomac State tried to do the same. They missed it. Law puts up a 3, won't go. Bullock secures the rebound. Catamounts still fighting here. They almost had it. And that's going to do it. The CCBC Catonsville Cardinals get their 10th victory of the season. They win it 96-78. What a performance for the Cardinals. What a night. The biggest win of the night so far for the Cardinals. They have dominated this game from start to finish. It was a little close at the half, but the second half it was all Cardinals. 96-78, the Cardinals are going to win it. Well, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I want to, as always, thank my cameraman, Mr. Orlando Perez Jr. of the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals baseball team. And I'd like to thank everybody here at CCBC Catonsville who helps get these games underway. Apologize that the commentary was a little lacking tonight. Your fearless commentator is coming off a 15-hour shift at his job the previous night and did not realize how tired I would be until about halfway through the second half when I realized, oh my eyes are getting heavy. Thankfully, the Cardinals are here to provide some exciting and fantastic basketball to keep me awake and help me get through this game. It was a tough one, so thank you, CCB, for an excellent game. Wonderful to watch that. 96-78, the final score, folks. Cardinals are back for their next game on Friday. Until next time, folks, this is Isaac Donsky signing off. Thank you for tuning in to our doubleheaders. The Cardinals win it 96-78.